My phone could please stop being so fucking buggy. Anyway, I don't think there's any film reviews to do. The other things I've seen recently are Interstellar, Return of the Jedi, and No Way Home. Films I've already seen before. So it is getting hard to remember what things I've seen that I need to review in the cinema because there's been so many rewatches recently. And I thought it'd be over by now, but no, it's not actually because they're re-releasing Joker, they're re-releasing Shaun of the Dead, and they're possibly re-releasing Saw. But anyway, and review plus the review for the DLCs, Lego DC Supervillains. I don't know why I'm shouting. Um, the game overall is, I would say, better than what I remember from Marvel 2. But the races are absolute shit. The gliding, especially, is impossible. But there was a workaround where you need to start it as a gliding character like Batman, but then, sorry, I need the blow nose. You can just switch to a flying character, which, I mean, it's tight corners because you're supposed to be gliding, but it made it much easier. Um, the thing is, the last time I played the game was, let me see, 4 days ago, and I've done quite a lot in the past 4 days. So, and that was when I finished the DLCs. That wasn't even the game itself. Yeah, there's not really anything else saying. Probably if I do have anything to say, I guarantee it's going to be stuff I've already said in previous Lego Endgame reviews. So I'm going to move on to the DLCs. So this one is unique in the fact that you have some of the DLCs are split up into two parts. So I'm going to blow my I'm just coming out of a cold. Um, uh, this one is unique in the fact that some of the DLCs are split up into two parts. So they made a DLC for the Aquaman movie, but it's two levels: one where you fight Orm, and then one where you fight Orm. They do have their differences, but I've only just realised how similar they are, but they are overall different. The only thing I really have to say there is just the fact that the guy that's voicing Aquaman is not good. He doesn't really sound like Jason Momoa. So, moving on, Batman the Animated Series. I've never actually seen Mask of the Phantasm, but playing the level, it is really good. Although, you only do like one thing as the Phantasm. So it doesn't really feel like. I mean, I get with the Aquaman one, you just play as Aquaman, but the whole thing of Lego games is that you need to sort of go from one character to the next to solve puzzles and shit. So you only really use her once, which is a bit disappointing. And the only other thing I've said about the level is that the fact that they cel shaded everything. It looks so fucking good. Moving on. Shazam Part 1 and 2. Part 1. Alright, yeah. I mean, everything I can say about it, I think I've already said in my review for the film. Where I love the way, they're fighting in the shopping mall. Not something you would typically see in a superhero film, or most films for that matter. Yeah, there's nothing for me to say there. Part 2 is the same. So I'm just going to move on. Young Justice. I haven't seen a lot of it for reasons that I won't get into for now. But it was good. I like the cel shading as well. That's all I can say about it. After that, well, the plan was to go on to the Astrobot game, but in between me making those plans, as soon as I started playing DC Supervillains, Lollipop Chainsaw came out, and it had automatically downloaded because it's only 13 gigs. My tongue is like making the clicking sound a lot, which I used to have a big problem with in like 2021, which stopped for a couple of years, but it's back now probably because I'm getting over that cold. I'm just going to move on. This is a beginning, middle, and end review for the game because the game was so short, and I kept on forgetting to make the reviews. Um, I was really excited for this one. I've been wanting to play this game for years, but the story itself is fine, but the voice acting, especially from people that I like Michael Rosenbaum and Kimberly Brooks, they suck. Like, it could just be that the people that made the game didn't really sort of code it well or animated it well so that it matches, if you know what I mean. But I don't know if that's the problem. Uh, Combat is absolute shit. Excuse me. Like it. It's not really fair. I tried playing the game on hard because you can't get all the collectibles by playing on hard, and I couldn't get past the prologue boss because even though you're hitting these two zombies, like they're getting stunned, which is the whole point of the fucking pom pom attack, and yet they're still able to reach out and hit me. It just doesn't make any sense. So I had to play the rest of the game in normal and just knock out the collectibles, they're which is why the game was so short, or part of the reason. And I actually can't think of anything else to say about it. This is the problem. I did have a lot of things to say, but no, I don't. Oh, variety of the gameplay, like the casino or not the arcade level, especially. Like the fact that you're playing like Pac-Man, and then I guess Donkey Kong would be the best comparison, and then Pong, I guess. It was brilliant, and that is the same for a lot of the game. So it didn't become dull. Moving on. After that, I was going to play Secret Agent Clank, but I gave up. Is the short version of it, and I'm just not going to play that. I'll skip over that one. I might watch it on YouTube or something. Then I was going to play the PS5 version of DC Universe Online, but I was going to check to see like what trophies I have for the PS4 version, but I can't find the PS4 version trophies, which is weird because I know when I played the game it was June 2022, and if I scroll down on my trophy list to June 2022, it just isn't there. So I'm not just not going to do it. Because I did have a feeling that I was going to be logged out of the trophies because it was just going to load in my character from the PS4 version, which it did. And yeah, I could create a new character, but I don't know if that's going to count it for the trophies or not. Anyway, I have been playing Astrobot, but the problem is I'm halfway through, and I'd rather just at the speed that I'm beating it, I'm just gonna, do beginning, middle, end when I'm done, which will be like a day or two from now.